Welp, I got another main event wrong. It seems I just can't get a main event pick right these days. Today I will be talking about my UFC 317 picks. I will be starting off from the main event and I will be ending with the prelims because I just enjoy getting straight to the point. I enjoy getting straight to the main event. Anyways, first we have Top Toro. Bro, I've been thinking about going with Charles Oliveira for weeks now. And I was thinking about going with Khalil Rountree for weeks. I ended up changing my pick like a fucking idiot. So realistically, I should probably go with Charles Oliveira. But I'm going with Ilya, man. I'm going with Ilya. Now look, Charles Oliveira, he's a bigger lightweight and he does present a lot of dangers to Ilya Top Toro. But you gotta understand, man, this dude is 36. He got hurt badly. He's hurt badly against Michael Chandler. But don't get me wrong, alright? Charles Oliveira looked amazing against Michael Chandler for the first 4 rounds. He almost got finished. All of those follow-up shots from Michael Chandler, I know we're back at the head, but he still almost got finished by Michael Chandler. If you're almost getting finished by Michael Chandler, you're telling me Ilya Top Toro isn't going to be able to find the shot? And look, I know Charles Oliveira is very dangerous. I could see him going for T-apes. I could see him going for knees. I could also see him probably, you know what I think could happen in this fight if it's a dull fight and there's no KO. I really could see Charles Oliveira just doling out Ilya Toro. I really could see that. Like, he can be held down. Bryce Mitchell, he had some success on the ground with him. I think if Bryce Mitchell is able to have success on the ground with you, I think a bigger Charles Oliveira, because Bryce Mitchell's moving down to bantamweight, bro. I think a big lightweight in Charles Oliveira could definitely hold Ilya down. And maybe Charles Oliveira could do that for 5 rounds. But with that being said, I'm going to go with Ilya Top Toro. I'm going to go with him by round 2 or round 3 KO TKO once I do an immediate reaction. If I get this fucking pick wrong, bro, I'm going to crash out. You're going to see me crash out in the immediate reaction. I'm going to crash out. Yeah, I just think there's just going to be openings for Ilya. If you're able to find the opening on Max fucking Holloway and Volkanovski, I really think... I think Ilya could find the shot against Charles Oliveira. And even if he doesn't find the shot, I think Ilya could cause the more damage. I actually could see this being competitive, but I also could just see Ilya completely washing Oliveira clean, dude. I'm fence sitting. Look, I know. Alright, I'm fence sitting. Leave me alone. Let me fence sit, bro. Please, bro. I'm on a losing streak with main events. I have to fence sit, bro. Moving on to the co-main event. Like, he's good. He KO'd Bedtime MMA. I get it. But, bro, I just think Pantoja's going to get him, man. I just think Pantoja's going to get him. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Pantoja decision just by outclassing Kai Kara-France. Even though Kai Kara-France has good grappling, he has pretty good power. I can't see him rocking Pantoja. I'm just going with Pantoja because he's a marauder. Pantoja is a marauder. I could see Pantoja also stinking it up in moments, probably holding Kai Kara-France up against the cage. Pantoja is a very muscular and dense flyweight, and Kai Kara-France is pretty small, so I could definitely see Pantoja using his physicality to kind of bully Kai Kara-France a little bit. Kai Kara-France could win. I'm fence sitting, I know. But he really can win. Like, I could just see him, because Pantoja's fights are close some of the time. But I also could just see this being a dull decision. Pantoja holding up against the cage. It could be a banger, but I'm going to go with Pantoja decision. Next, we have Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van. I'm going with Joshua Van, dude. I'm going with Joshua Van. I've loved this guy ever since his debut. I'm going with him decision. Look, bro. Listen, dude. He is rapidly improving, and like, dude, he's been active. Like, I don't really think, obviously Royval has the better experience when it comes to, you know, fighting higher levels of competition. He's been in title fights, he's been in main events, he's obviously been in the limelight before. But I think Joshua Van is gonna land some leg kicks on Brandon Royval. I think his timing, his combination timing is so good. It's so good. It's looked good against every single one of his opponents. And look, I could see Brandon Royval edging out a very close 3-round decision. I think Josh Evan's going to do well. I think he's going to edge out a 2-1 decision. It's going to be an insane 50-50 fight. It's going to be so close. But I think Joshua Van is going to get him, bro. I'm a Joshua Van glazer. By the way, I think this is going to be a banger fight. Joshua Van coming in on short notice. This is going to be a banger. This is going to be a banger. So yeah, I'm going to go Joshua Van decision. Very, very close decision, by the way. Next, we have Manel Dariush versus Renato Moicano. I'm going to go with Renato Moicano. You know what? I've rewatched the Islam Makhachev fight. People forget, man. Renato Moicano was doing good on the feet, man. He was doing good against Islam Makhachev on the feet. Yeah, no. Bro, Renato Moicano was doing so good on the feet against Manel Dariush. He's doing very good. He was doing very good on the feet against Islam Makhachev. Like, he actually was winning on the feet. That was going to be a first round for Renato Moicano. If Islam Makhachev didn't, you know what Islam Makhachev does. But I think Renato Moicano is a pretty good striker. And I think he's going to outstrike Manel Dariush. Like, I know Manel Dariush, like, the guy, he's a marauder. Like, bro, I remember that KO. They always show Manel Dariush KOing Jakar Close. It's, I don't know why, but they always do. And it was an insane KO, but listen, all right, Jakar Close is going to get cooked by Barbozi, dude. Obviously going to pick Edson Barbozi in that Jakar Close fight, but I guess a Jakar Close win back then was pretty good. I don't know. I was gonna pick Renato Moicano before. At the UFC 311 card, I was gonna pick Renato Moicano before. I'm gonna go with Renato Moicano again. I just think Renato Moicano is gonna be a little bit better on the feet, and I think he's gonna be able to hang with him on the grappling. That's really all there is to it. Alright, well, the UFC site is now officially broken. Next, we have Payne Talbot versus Felipe Lima. I might change my pick. Look, I'm fence sitting. I don't care, bro. I'm fence sitting. I'm going with Felipe Lima, dude. I'm going Felipe Lima decision. Payne Talbot. I've noticed this in all of his fights. Dude has no fucking head movement, and he's sort of plotty. So I could see Felipe Lima able to use superior footwork to just pop Payne Talbot to the body or pop him to the head and be able to just get out the way. Because he's a smaller dude. Like, Payne Talbot will be the larger man. But damn, Payne Talbot is so plotty. Payne Talbot does this thing where he tries to move his head after getting fucking popped. And it hasn't really happened much, but it's happened enough. Like, kind of like what happens with Ilia Topuria. When he gets popped in the head, he, like, kind of moves his head to the side a few times. He did it against Max Holloway, and he did it against Volk, because Volk was piecing him up with the jab. But obviously, Ilia Topuria is a fucking beast, and he still does move his head all the time, unlike Payne Talbot, who just leaves it there. But no, I could change my pick. I don't care that I'm fencing. Leave me alone. I could change my pick, but I'm gonna go with Felipe Lima decision, just by being a little bit better. Bro, oh, I just found this out. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go. Next, we have Jack Hermanson versus Gregory Rodriguez. I went with Jack Hermanson way back when he fought Joe Pyfer, and I actually got that pick right, dude. He was a massive underdog. I picked Jack Hermanson. Dude, Jack Hermanson, man, this guy is crafty, dude. I'm actually so happy. I'm like so fucking hyped now, bro. Oh my god. But yeah, Jack Hermanson versus Gregory Rodriguez. I'm gonna go Jack Hermanson by being a fucking crafty vet, dude. No, Gregory Rodriguez. Actually, yeah, I am gonna go with him by being a very crafty vet. Even though Gregory Rodriguez is very dangerous, I could see him hurting Jack Hermanson. But Jack Hermanson, he is so damn crafty, and it's very worrying considering if he gets hurt, I mean, he's not gonna fucking take down Gregory Rodriguez. Gregory Rodriguez is fucking a specimen at middleweight, and he will have the strength and physicality to manage, so I will be worried for Jack Hermanson. And another bad part about this fight is it's not a 5-rounder. It is not a 5-rounder. So that is something to be worried about if you're picking Jack Hermanson. But I'm gonna go with him. I'm a Jack Hermanson fan, dude. I've been wanting him to come back. I swear I picked him against Joe Pyfer. I swear I'm not lying. Like, I know there's not really a source, There's just a trust me bro source, unfortunately, but I really did pick Jack Hermanson. Actually, I'll tell you some of my bad picks. I picked Anshul Jabli against Quillen Salkild. If you look back, I picked Anshul Jabli. So look, if I'm able to admit that I did that pick, I definitely picked Jack Hermanson against Joe Piper, and I'm going to pick him against Gray Rodriguez. I am worried though, because it is a 3-rounder, and I don't know. I'm just worried that Gregory Rodriguez wins the first 2 rounds, and Jack Hermanson maybe has a good third. But I hope, Jack. Come on, Jack. Fuck, I might change my pick. No, I'm gonna stand your base. I'm gonna go with Jack Hermanson. Next we have our Vivian Araujo versus Tracy Cortez. God damn, I'll go with Vivian just by having a boring decision. Like, cause Tracy Cortez is pretty damn mid. Alright, next we have Terrence McKinney versus Vyacheslav Borshev. Yes, I had to move to a different site again. I'm going to go with Terrence McKinney on this one by probably getting a quick KO. I don't know. It's hard to pick Terrence McKinney fights. It's always a coin flip every single time. But I'll just go with Terrence McKinney. Next, we have Hyder Emil versus Jose Delgado. Every single time I pick against Hyder Emil, it always goes against me. I'm gonna go with Hyder Emil by just being a marauder. I mean, just look at that fucking chin of Hyder Emil, dude. Look at that damn chin. That shit is crisp. I don't know. I might change my pick to I might change my pick to Jose Delgado, but for now I'm going with Hyder Emil. Next we have Nico Price versus Jacoby Smith. I mean, you could already see who I'm going with. I'm gonna go with Jacoby Smith by, I don't know what the fuck's happening. What the hell? I'm gonna go with Jacoby Smith by absolute murder. I swear to God, if Nico Price somehow fraud checks this guy, dude, I'll be done with this sport. Man, no, I mean, there's no explanation. I'm going with Jacoby Smith. Next, we have Janata Denise versus Alvin Hines. I don't know who the hell Alvin Hines is. I'll just go with Janata Denise, I guess. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know who the hell this guy is. Yeah, I'll just go with Janata Denise. Sure, why not? Anyways, those are my picks for UFC 317. Arturo versus Oliveira. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. And yeah, hope you guys have a good day.